Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking for room, it's Clark. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Sellers. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They go play action with Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a 1st down. Now maybe open it up even more.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The short hands, it's McAllister. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Sellers to the air again. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down.
Now, how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Here's Sellers to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go. Now.
Sellers on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Mensah. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, fourth and short.
A run for the quarterback. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Got enough for the first. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He might want another play. Throwing Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
They'll move the wide receiver. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. They're working that left side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensa to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
There he goes. Great awareness. Picks up the 1st down and slides at the exact right moment. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Going for 6. Touchdown, Miami! He got it, beat down in bounds.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Snags it, and he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got his man.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Again, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The run inside. It's Clark. Might have a chance.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Quarterback keeps it. Runs through the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure going right.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
From the red zone, it's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's 1st sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the 1st sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mensah. And wings it incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Moving out to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Complete. Ripping through the defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the move. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Buckeyes looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. Racing to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Back in week 3, they have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Time to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running free. Inside the touchdown Hurricane. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Sellers from the gun on third down. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Play fake, Sellers. He'll take the deep shot. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Now facing a third and long. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Throwing, Mensah. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Fletcher. All kinds of room to the right. He is in. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Bennett. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. They go play action with Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe a crease. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! Rolled his way into the end zone. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers on the play action. He's going to fire deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, kill it, kill it. 139 Albatross. 139.
Running inside. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got a man. It's Clark. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing, Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own. Sellers. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and it falls incomplete.
Throwing Sellers. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call, with not a lot of time left in the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's got it on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Mensah extending the play. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hurricanes back on top.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Play fake, Sellers. The quick out.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sellers. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They go play action with Sellers. He spins that thing down the middle. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Sellers to the air again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. On the run, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He'll run it again. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
4th down, and here's the ball game right here. Here's Mensah to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This offense, you can tell, it's confident, man. 4th down and short, in the red zone. Yeah, you could probably kick a field goal, but they stay aggressive. They trust their passing attack. Nice job getting rid of the football on time, setting up the 1st and goal.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Canes! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Throwing, Mensah. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. Stumbled to the ground.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. Running inside. It's Fletcher. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Makes the grab on the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Mensah fires into the end zone. If he runs this back, this game's over. powers through. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that score now has an upset brewing in the top 10.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.